In 2016, I went to the Philippines with a backpack, an Nikon camera, my iPhone, and an idea. At that time, I was doing an internship at the Centro di Documentazione (CDOC) of Il Cassero LGBT Center in Bologna, Italy. I proposed the idea of showing a glimpse of the lives of Filipino trans women to Sara Giovanni, chief of the CDOC, and she accepted. The project was later exhibited during the Gender Bender International Festival 2016. As an Ecuadorian, the Philippines is one of the farthest territories from my country, yet they are very similar. Many Italians thought I was Filipino, and in the Philippines, I was considered one of them. Thanks to Il Cassero, I have learned about how trans women have shaped LGBTQ plus rights all over the world. I wanted to challenge myself by going to this eclectic Asian country to bring their voices to Europe and also as a journey to self-discovery. Most of the footage was the result of everyday interactions with trans people I met through my 1 month stay in the beautiful archipelago. The film takes place in the cities of Boracay, Bohol, and Metro Manila. I am extremely grateful with the people who decided to share a bit of their lives with me and now with you. During the interviews, people identify themselves in different ways. This is mostly because in their language, the word bakla translates to English as gay, trans, ladyboy, femme, queer, or non-binary. I later asked them how they would like to be considered using an English word to keep it accurate. Are you ready? Okay. So, can you tell me when did you start to take conscience of your feelings and your transgender identity?
Yes. When since birth, when I was grade age of 6,
Mhm.
I have some feelings, and not normally feelings what I feel, but I keep it. I show my feelings when I was 21 years old. That I I discovered myself that I'm a homosexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel something when I saw some guys. Well, I say that is normal. When I keep this one because I'm afraid to show some feelings to the other people. I'm scared. I'm ashamed. But when um, I tried, and then it's okay, no problem.
So how was it? Like when you realized, when you accepted it? How
Yes,
was it for you, for the people you
there will
know?
be they will angry with me that they would like to be my brother, will getting angry because I have also a lady boy. I'm a lady boy, and then we are two person. One is what do you call it? Tomboy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Girl.
Yeah.
Girl becomes also we're two people.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when I say that don't be my mother explained to my brothers that is we are willing to accept that one because that is what he feels.
Of course.
So we accept. If they are not totally accepted by the public or the community, but this is our family, this is your brother, so accept what he feels. I don't care what my mother says, I don't care what people say, but I'm willing to, that's why I realize myself that I accept what I am, this is what I am, that I love says.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, how is it to be ladyboy in the Philippines?
A ladyboy in the Philippines, first, ladyboy in the Philippines first, in the evening, first, in the evening, they are working as a prostitute in the evening. Yeah, we are working as a prostitute in the evening, and then second, uh, mostly, but I'm scared when I'm tried because some of the boys where they're working as a prostitute, they will steal with the customers. That's why we realized that I've been working for the normalist job. Being a ladyboy in the Philippines, well, it's okay, but some people's bullying with you, but they don't care about it
Yeah.
because as of now they're really accepting. We are accepting now in the Philippines, in our communities that we are ladyboy. We are accepting now in the family what we feel.
Of course. Have you ever experienced discrimination yourself?
When I feel in love with someone,
Why?
I discriminate myself. Why I goes like this? I don't want to feel like this. I'm going to die like this. I don't want to feel like this. Oh my gosh, I blame to the God. But when it's okay, no problem when I realize that it's life.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like in the streets,
Yeah.
do you experience discrimination from the people?
Yeah, I experience, but I don't care because I realize myself that if I I should listen with them, but we just get in trouble. So I just only say as a laugh. Hello, say hi.
Yeah.
What you say? It's me. I said. So they can't stop bullying me.
Yeah.
First time that we get with my parents, they will scared with me. They will spank with me when he discovered that what I am. Yeah, that's it. So for the first time. For the customers, the last one's the black one, American one. So that did buy you.
He was violent?
Yeah. When I go out I go out, they said that I will spawn with you. Then, oh my gosh. Oh, that's it. This is the last that I never been there. A prostitute again.
Okay. You tell me something about you. What do you like to do?
Yeah. First, I have ambition to become a singer some days. And then, even though I am like this, but hopefully.
Galapagos, and I'm a registered nurse working in a dialysis unit. I am 34 years old, turning 34 last Friday.
Hi, I'm Levita. I'm 26 years old. I'm a BS Biology graduate, but I'm working here in the Galapagos Couture as a stylist.
Hi, I'm Adwa Monteclaro, 26 years old, twin sister of Levita, and I'm working here at Galapagos as an assistant.
Hi, I am Michaela García from Tobago, part of Bohol. I'm from Bacalian Island. I am working here as a Tracy. Guys here would want a relationship with a gay just because they have money, and sometimes they are more into looking for a gay that has wealth. Of course, obviously, they would look for a gay that is have a good job because they want to have money. So for them, they have difficulties in looking a guy that doesn't want money.
It's about the money.
But Bendita has a foreigner.
Yeah, I have a Swedish boyfriend, and we're about 4 years and 6 months.
Where was he from?
Yeah, he's from Sweden.
I think they have a very nice relationship
Yeah.
because that guy is very open.
We're open
And
and
he is
close.
very proud of Bendita. Unlike guys here, when you're together in the mall, they would walk ahead from
Yeah.
you. They want go with you together because they might be afraid that somebody would tell them, oh, that guy is having a girlfriend that is a transgender, so that's why they would walk ahead of us, and sometimes they would deny you.
Also a 55 years old boyfriend. I'm just 26, so we're 29 years gap. I think it's not a big problem for me because as long as he loves me and I feel the same way too, so it's okay. I don't have any problem with that.
And I think also that foreigners are very they're very open and they're very expressive when it comes to how they love their partners. I mean, they can kiss you in public, unlike Filipino guys. They won't do that because they are ashamed of us. Agua, how about you? You have a living
I'm
partner.
happy. I'm happy with my boyfriend, a Filipino boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
For
you-
1 year.
Your boyfriend is a carpenter.
Yeah.
And they just met there outside
Like a love story.
Yeah.
Oh, nag-open lagi.
Dito na siya nag-live
Accepted
na
sa
sila.
family. Balay sila. Sa laki.
So she's accepted by the family of the guy.
Oh, that's nice.
I met him in one of my friend's birthday party, and he was so kind, and he really a gentleman-like person, and I like him because he doesn't take advantage of me. And then the family, the mom of that guy is working abroad, and then the guy is I know that he loves me, and he confessed to his grandmom, that he likes a gay. And then when he tell her mom about us, her mom freaked out and said, "What do you want? You want to stop study? If you would continue that gay to have a relationship with that person, then I would send you off to somewhere else, where relatives outside Bohol, so that you can not continue your study." So that's why we separated, even though we live together. It's a Filipino also. And then they told that, what about the importance of their family's name? I was asking, what's with your family's name? Mine is also known in Bohol. That's yours. We don't know that family's name. Who cares? I told him, he was crying then, and then I told him, okay, that's your mom's decision. You have to respect it. I don't want him to have a bad relationship with his parents, with his family, with his kuya and ate, and the rest of the family. So that's why I told him that we must have to separate, and we have to go. You must have to follow your dreams.
So, like, at what age you realized that you were not part of the majority? Like, you were feeling different?
For me, when I was still in my grade school, I can feel that I really want to be a woman. But then, of course, you're still young. You cannot buy, you cannot achieve, you cannot have whatever you want. So still, we were having this straight-looking style. But when I became a nurse, I was able to buy my main clothes, my wants. So that's why I transformed into a girl.
Yeah. Me also at the age of 8, because I was already attracted with same sex with a guy. But then I met my boyfriend during my college days. But I already dressed up like this already when I met him on Facebook.
Me, I think when I was 4 years old, because
That's
yeah,
early.
grade school, I was still at that time, and then my one boy classmate gave me a flower on my birthday, and then he kissed me in my cheeks. I realized I like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what
Yeah. I realized I am a gay at that time. Yeah.
How about you, Michaela?
I think it's grade school when I was in the grade 6. My classmate, pag vacant time, naman kami sa plaza at grade 6 itong na time. Sa plaza din, as a child, dua juta, then narito ang guy. Then my friend called him, Romney, come here. Then siya, then why? Then he kissed me. Then I turned around the swing. So I punched him. I punched him.
You punched him because
And then after last then I realized what happened. That's why I started to attract with the same sex. Then I wonder why the other gays are what is it called? Feminine look. That's why I asked them that why is it they're so feminine? There's no muscle. They said you take pills, hormone pills. So I take pills when I was on high school time when I was on 16. Then stop. Then until now I take to be a feminine.
I'm not taking pills.
there are some gays that are
Me,
gifted. It's good that we have this kind of look that they feminine.
It's
arms,
natural.
It's natural. No surgery yet.
I think, yeah, but only in, I think, 8 months. But now it's stopped.
Because there is some reaction when you're taking pills.
Mhm.
You can have a
There's an side
headache,
effects.
vertigo.
Yeah.
You can have muscle pain, and sometimes you feel over fatigue every day by taking pills.
They say if I will die young, then I'm beautiful.
Yeah, it's good that you die beautiful rather than.
Yeah.
How do you feel today? How do you feel today with
I feel
yourself?
happy because I can express whatever I want. I mean, my mom is always being there to support me. I mean, I cannot find another mother in this world because she's really that supportive and very much loving.
That's good.
Yeah. Us also were great because our families are very supportive. Yeah.
They
They're
love
always
us.
at our back.
They love us unconditionally.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about you, Nisha?
Me too.
I think you undergo discrimination with your family.
Before, when my father is there, but he passed away when I was in grade school also. And then now my sisters and also my brothers. But I can't wear, but probably I'm from Highland. If I have a brother, if I've been there, I can't wear like this.
Yeah.
My brother punched me because they don't want the people will
Talk
not
about
respect.
Mm.
Because they said if I wear like this, people will not respect you as what you
They
are.
will discriminate.
Yeah.
And what did your family think that both of you are trans?
I didn't heard about any reactions from them about us. Maybe my father didn't accept it that yeah at first, but I think sooner or later he already accepted. But I didn't heard any reaction from them. We didn't get I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, like a rejection?
Yeah.
In my mother's side, we have a lot of gays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we
Trans.
didn't meet them. Never.
Mm.
There was a story about that, because Filipinos are fond of eating chicken. I don't know if it's true or it's a hoax, but then they said that if you're eating a lot of chicken, then you become gay.
Oh yeah, they say that in Ecuador too. So like, what would you say about how is it to be transgender in the Philippines?
If you were to ask me that question, like years ago, like years back, being a transgender in the Philippines is so hard because it is like during like a few years ago, Filipinos are not really accepting about transgenders, and then like when the millennium comes, like 2000 onwards, there is like um, gay beauty contests in every fiesta, in every town. And that's the time that people learn to accept that we're still part of the society. And I can say that nowadays it's not hard, but somehow it's simply to be transgender because people are more open-minded and more accepting compared before. So
Yeah.
it's not that easy and it's not that hard. So it's something in between,
Okay.
you know, because at the end of the day, we're still based in a Catholic country where a lot of Filipinos still believe about, you know, just man and woman.
So have you ever experienced discrimination or like violent discrimination here?
Violence, no. Discrimination, in simple ways, yeah.
Mhm.
Like in the Philippines, we are not allowed to use the female bathroom
Okay.
in public places. So it's kind of humiliating, but we have to go the to the male's restroom, and that's kind of awkward as well. Like sometimes we're scared to use it because there's a tendency that people, like the guys, will laugh at us, or sometimes they will look at us like we're on the wrong place. So in that term, I feel that there's a discrimination. If we go to the female restroom, there's no malice. They feel like, there's still guys, there's still male. Yeah, and then sometimes when you walk down the street, there is some catcalling happening.
Mm.
So, especially in the poor areas, and those people lacks education, it's hard. Like when you go around, they will call you names, and sometimes they will tell that you're such a disgrace to the community. So I just, you know, try not to mind them and just walk. I don't care because who are you anyway? Yeah. All of us are still human, and as long as that we're doing anything bad to other people, they don't have the right to condemn us. They don't have the right to judge us. Like, you know, I believe that it was only God who can judge us because He's the one who created us all. And God created us all equal. And they keep on saying there's just male and female. That's true. But I know that God is an understanding God, that we might have some changes in our personality, in the way that we want to be. Like sometimes we want to go out of the male and female comfort zone and be just happy with who we are. But God is smart. He is an understanding God, you know,
Yeah.
and He is a forgiving God. So if we committed sin by doing that, like if we like male or if you like female, you know, and it's not allowed, like to fall in love with the same sex, I know it's a sin, but God will forgive, you know. So I just want the change that I want in the world is for people to be totally accepting and understanding.
Yeah.
And if there's people that they should condemn, it is those people who are doing bad, like stealing, killing, bombing. You know, so those are the people that they should condemn, not the LGBT community.
Do you think it's different for the life for a transgender in a big city and in a small city?
Surely there will be some differences. Well, I believe people in the city is more accepting, but people in uh, suburban areas are more understanding. Because there's difference between accepting and understanding. People might understand you, but they will not accept you. And people may accept you, but they don't understand your choice. So that is the major difference between transgenders in the big city like Makati and provinces. And especially in provinces, they just have small towns, a small community, so everyone knows you.
Mm.
And if you're doing good, if you're a good person, they will surely accept and love you. All of us are looking for something, so we just have to respect each other's choices and what each other is looking for. We just have to respect that. But I believe that the reason why the old European or Western guys are looking for young transgenders in the Philippines is because compared to other nations where there's big communities of transgenders like Thailand or in Malaysia, I guess the Filipino transgenders are more caring, um, more loving and understanding, and Filipino people can speak English,
Yeah.
like most. I'm not saying all, but most. So that is one major thing, perhaps why we're on Planet Romeo finding young Filipino leaders or transgenders.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, like if you want a relationship to last or if you want something to be accomplished, you have to understand each other. And English is a major medium for understanding, not just in the Philippines but the whole world. I'm speaking on behalf of the LGBT.
Yeah.
We know it's really hard to come out. You know, like we're afraid like how people will accept us, like if they will turn away. Sometimes we are scared that what if we come out and then we will just be alone for the rest of our life. You know, that's one major thing that we're scared of before coming out. So it's hard, but for me, it's not that hard because, um, like at an early age, my parents already saw signs that I will not be a straight guy. So I was so feminine. Like when I was little, I play Barbie, like my sister is Barbie. Um, not, like one of the boys. I have an older brother, but I usually play with my sister, my older sister, and my uh, girlfriends. So they already know that I have a tendency to be different someday.
Yeah.
And they told me before that as long as you keep your grades high and you're not stepping into someone else's stone, you're okay. Be who you want to be. So I'm happy and I'm fortunate that I have such loving.
What do you think about ladyboys or trans people who turn into prostitution?
It's so sad. It's so sad. I know what lady boys or transgender people are capable of doing. Like nowadays, we often say gays are more manly than man.
Okay.
Meaning to say, we do more responsibilities than man can do. We are more responsible, we are more hardworking when compared to guys nowadays. Like, I'm not sure about in other parts of the world, but in the Philippines, it is common thing that ladyboys or transgenders provide for the family, especially our moms. So it's really sad because I know we are talented. We have a lot of things that guys or girls don't have. We just have to maximize it.
May kayo na CDOR ng Malabon. Fresh yan. Sa Adriana tayo. Si John. Ako nabigyan ko siya. Inay, di ba alam mo yung CDOR ng Malabon? Hindi namin interviewin. Ay, sayang. Doon mismo sa CDOR Malabon. Sige, documentation.
By the age of 10, my family already know that I want to be a girl someday. So I told them that I want to pursue my dreams, to be a real girl, to have my sexual reassignment surgery someday, my breast augmentation. That's it. My family accepted. My family is very supportive in terms of my gender identity.
So your family is like very open-minded.
Yes, very open-minded. Filipinos are, very family-oriented. That's why maybe if I'm, for example, from the province, definitely my family also will accept me. For me, I never experienced any discrimination.
You had a surgery
Yes,
earlier?
June 24, 2015, in Hatia, Thailand. On the day itself, of course I'm so happy, but then again, I'm so nervous. All the saint, all the Jesus Christ, always pray. Pray. But then after the operation, it's still fulfilling because I've done myself. I dreamed of this, I want this, so that's it. It was for my $5,000.
Okay. Would you do it again?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
This is me, this is what I like.
So you're happy?
Yes, so much.
How is love
Love my boyfriend.
for you? You have a boyfriend?
Yes, I have. His family loves me, treat me as a girl, treat me as a human being. Everything is going great, smooth, and perfect.
Okay.
I was actually confused when I was young because when I was like around 5 years old, the children around tease me and it makes me confused and it makes me wonder why. And then when I reached the age of 12, that's the first time when I got, crush with someone on my same sex. So from there, I then think and realize that maybe I'm different from him. So it was like around 12. For my family, it was actually, I was very lucky because they accepted me for who I am. It was never difficult to say that for me. All throughout my life's journey, they have been there and they never questioned my sexuality and the things that I want to do in life. It's really not the same to everyone. Some really are really very, very unlucky too. Because aside from they are not being accepted, they are also being disgraced. People, the family thinks that they are disgraced in the family.
Okay. But you are from here, from
No,
Manila?
I'm from Zamboanga.
Zamboanga.
Zamboanga, oh,
Yes,
so
it's
south.
Yes.
Is it now a good place for trans people there?
For trans people, it's just normal. There are so many trans people there right now. So far, acceptance is on progress.
Okay. Because there are Muslims there, right?
Yes, actually most of the trans people in Mindanao are Muslims. Because most of the people are Muslims, so most of them are Muslims.
And they don't have any problems with it.
And for those who are open-minded, but there are also, in a society where we live, people who are professionals, easy to accept these things. But people who actually are not professionals, they are actually the ones who are having difficulty in accepting the change. So it's the same thing like my place.
Okay.
That if people would really not think that we do exist, they won't be doing such contests like this. This is, I believe, one way of accepting the change, the fact that we do really exist. So I think we're still that although we don't belong in a very well progressive country, but then the people started to accept us as we are and be part of the change. To all the trans people all over the world, especially the young ones, you just have to be true to yourself because you really wouldn't be happy if you were able to hide under the closet. The true happiness is when you accept yourself. And when you accept yourself, the people around you will accept you for who you are. It's just then you have to respect yourself and have your dignity because if you have that, people will look at you that way too.
Hi everybody, my name is Stefania Cruz Lopez. I'm all the way from the Philippines and I'm a transgender beauty queen here in our country. So there you go, and I'm a freelance makeup artist.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm a late bloomer. I started to realize that I'm not into myself when I was 21 years old. So it's a bit late, but it's never too late to be you. So that's why at the age of 21, I managed to escape home and at the same time finding myself for who I am. So it's been 9 years now. So actually my parents we have a Chinese tradition.
Okay.
So usually I will be married at the age of 25. But the fact that I'm gay, I have to choose between my happiness or the tradition. So I choose the one that I would love to do, which is be me, a woman. So I choose to escape home and live independently, places to places, friends to friends. So, and I'm happy that I'm still alive and kicking, just doing the things that I love. It's kind of hard because I'm away from my family because the only thing that I have now is my friends. That's my family now, the one that I'm living with. So usually they are the ones who support me in pageants. So I have a manager, actually, the one that provides my gowns, costume, and I'm the one who just deliver the pageant itself.
Okay.
And luckily, most of the time I win, and it's a good. discrimination is actually, it's already there. It will never be gone for transgender people like us. But the fact is, the only thing that we can able to do is to face it and make it a point that we don't get affected. We have this term, deadma. So deadma means we don't care what you say. So that's the thing that we do.
Hi, good day. My name is Jag Lopez and I'm also known as Maria Patricia Lopez. I'm 22 years old right now and I started joining pageants since when I was 17 years old. I'm here right now. Well, I'm trying my luck today because I'm joining a trans field. And this is the biggest competition every year in the Philippines, which is all transgender all over the Philippines. Going here is to compete a one time. But you know what? Something interesting for me is I'm a bisexual. I'm bisexual because in the morning I'm a short girl. I'm wearing a normal and particular boy dress like that. So I'm not a transgender. But in the night, like joining competition, I'm wearing wig and like gowns and pretending that I'm a woman. Actually, I'm so happy because every time I'm joining pageant, I always remember my family because I know that even though they are not here right now, just to support me, I know that my family always pay for my career. Actually, sometimes I'm extra from the movies or in the Philippines. Sometimes commercials and shows.
Wala naman.
Steph. I'm 19 years old. This October I'm going to 20 years old and I live in Pasay, Philippines. I am a part of LGBT community member. I am proud to be gay.
Okay, so at what age did you realize that you felt the necessity of changing yourself, changing your body?
I think it's 12 years old. I think 12 years old, I will play a Barbie doll. I put makeup.
So how was it like? How was it for you, for your family?
My father is accept me for who I am.
Okay.
My father is, he is buy my aunties like, auntie, oh, you want? Yeah, I want. I have one brother. It's same. It's like a gay.
Yeah.
He is 14 years old now.
It's also turning
Cross-dresser?
Cross-dresser?
No.
No. He's just gay.
Yeah.
And what does your family think about their two sons being gay? They're really okay with that. They are very open-minded.
Yeah, very open. Side of my mother, she is have uncle gay. I have a family member is have 4 gay.
So like it was so normal for your family because of their, for example, for your mother, your uncle, they grew up with that and they just accept that.
Before I am an office staff, I apply at food court. Then my manager said, Darwin, can you please cut your hair? It's not allowed your long hair in my company. But I love my hair. I will go to other company. Then my social worker, he is telling me that I have an offer you at work. Go, what kind of work? Accounting stuff. Okay, maybe I try it. Then after my interview, then, for example, are you gay? Yes, ma'am. I'm first time in a gay in my company. I am the one and only gay in my company. Actually, all my employees and my workmate is happy. I did like I'm a gay. Then tell me, oh, you're gay? Yeah, you're so funny. And I love gay. I'm accepted again. My work. My brother is a work abroad at Dubai. He is a car wash, someday food wash like a maid. Then after long year, my brother have a boss. He is abuse my brother. I like you. If ever you sex me, I will pay you. But my brother said no. My brother resigned at work. I have a past foreigner boyfriend.
Was it a long distance relationship?
Yeah, every 2 months he stay here in the Philippines.
And how was it?
I have a problem.
Okay. And now you are with a Filipino?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. Your family knows him?
Yeah, it's legal.
This guy supports you? Like if you want to fight like for your surgery, he accepts it and supports you?
But my boyfriend, he is accept like boobs and hips. But he is don't like surgery like vagina. I want, but my boyfriend, he is not.
How did you met?
Actually, it's neighborhood.
He's a neighbor?
Yeah. Boyfriend is almost friend for years. 16 years old. He is every day ask me, are you okay? Yeah. Sunday, may I get your number? Then every day is to know each other. Then he is feel love with me. Dreams is surgery, boobs and hips. This coming September, I have a first surgery, boobs. Then after my boob, I think November 10, have a inject again my hips. Or I think 4 or 5 sessions. After all boobs and hips, I always every 6 months or 3 months, I take hormones for my muscles, for feminine looks.
Think that when you're older, you will be totally
Exchange, yeah.
okay.
As early as far back as I can remember, as soon as I realized, as soon as I had the concept of being a boy or a girl, I realized that I was different. Of course, I didn't have a term for it before, but I knew that when they were trying to group me with the boys, I knew that I shouldn't be grouped with the boys. And I was looking at the girls, and I felt like I was a girl, but you know, there's something different. So I kind of felt like somewhere in between. But I know in my heart that I belong to this. It's just that physically I realize that I'm not the same. So there's this confusion at an early age. I think if you will ask me what age exactly, when I was in first grade, I was 7 years old. I was 7 years old when I realized, or when I started thinking that maybe I was not a boy. Of course, it's difficult. Being gay already is difficult. How much more being transgender?
imagine how do you, we are a Catholic country as well, so, you know, man, God only created man and woman, so if you have to transition, imagine how hard it is to tell your parents, especially your father, that, hey dad, I think I'm a girl.
And how was it?
The surgery. It's painful. I went to my breast augmentation surgery was in 2011, and then I went to a higher paying job, and after 3 years I was able to save enough money to go to Bangkok, Thailand, and have my what they call a genital reconstruction surgery. It was only in 2014, so I'm only 2 years post-op. So I've had my complete transition. I even had my tracheal shape because I have a scar and shape. So I had 4 surgeries: my tracheal shape, my breast augmentation, my genital reconstruction surgery. And before my genital reconstruction, I had my what is called an orchiectomy. It's when they remove your testicles. So I had that prior. And then I also had some risky hip injections when I was younger. It's painful, of course. Very invasive surgery, but if you really want it, then the pain is nothing. No pain, no glory. I'm gonna focus on my reconstruction. It's only for one hour and 45 minutes. It's very fast, but the recovery was full recovery took 2 months. I only spent 17 days in Bangkok, and then I flew back to the Philippines with my wound down there still sore. But I was I communicated with my doctor through email. I sent pictures how the neo vagina looked like. So I recovered here. And thank God everything went well. There were no complications, no infections. But I was alone, so it was scary because there were a lot of discharge going out of the But because it's something that I really wanted, I was able to overcome all the fears and the pain. I met some patients there, but they were accompanied by their relatives, so they had an advantage because of me, because I was alone when I went there. So I wouldn't advise anyone having surgery alone like what I did. In Philippine society, LGBTs we are tolerated, but we are not accepted in the sense that they give us equal rights under the law and under the Constitution. In recent times, I think it was last year, there was a petition. I'm speaking like this because I'm a law student, so I'm aware of this legal issue. I think last year or 2 years ago, there was a young lawyer, gay lawyer from the University of the Philippines as well. He filed a petition to questioning the definition of marriage in the family code, which is the Philippine law on marriage. Because our Philippine law states that marriage should be between a man and a woman. So there was this petition questioning that definition. And unfortunately, the petition was dismissed at an early stage due to some technicality. Okay, I will have to speak a little more legalese here. Because if that petition reached the final stage wherein the Supreme Court would rule on the merits of the case, then that ruling would become law, and it will be hard to change that law for like several years. And most probably that the decision would be negative. So I think what was done was to kill or dismiss the petition at a technical at an early stage on a technicality, so that it does not become law. So as it stands right now, LGBTs in the Philippines do not have equal rights in terms of marriage, in terms of recognition of gender identity, like in the case of transgenders. On that note, back in 2004, it's pretty recent, there was also a decision of the Supreme Court because there was a transgender file for change of name, change of gender. In her birth certificate, she wanted to marry. She wanted to circumvent the definition of marriage because if she's gonna be defined as a woman in her birth certificate, then she can marry in the Philippines. But the Supreme Court saw her intention and said that no, we cannot grant that. There must be a law that recognizes change of gender in the case of transgenders as a result of genital reconstruction surgery. So that was in 2004. That ruling by the Supreme Court is still valid up to now. And since it's 2016, it's been 12 years. And me being the first transgender law student in the University of the Philippines, I think I might possibly file a petition challenging that decision so that maybe the Supreme Court could take a look at it and say, maybe we should change our mind. But if I'm gonna make a guess about it, I don't think the Supreme Court would change its mind anytime soon because although the United States and basically Europe have liberal attitude towards same-sex marriage and gender identity, the Philippines is deeply influenced by religion and what they call morality. So Supreme Court decisions would be dictated by religion and morality, and they will say, no, that's not according to God's will. So that's how it stands right now. We're just hoping that soon, within our lifetime, that would change. But I doubt it because even divorce cannot be passed. Anti-discrimination cannot even be passed. Hello, anti-discrimination. It's funny because Spain, the country who brought Roman Catholicism to the country, which is basically the reason why we don't have same-sex marriage in the first place, already has same-sex marriage. And we're still, no, we resist. We won't have same-sex, like we know any better. After my surgery, I have felt at peace with myself. It was like a big thorn removed from my chest. Like I can finally breathe and I can finally start living my life. Like there's no other concern. Like I'm like a tabula rasa. Like I'm starting fresh. Although I spent a lot of money, like $500,000 pesos. I could have bought a house. But look at me now, I'm renting somewhere in an obscure place in Manila and sometimes walking to school, experiencing difficulty. But I'm happy because finally, after all these years, after 30 years of existence, finally I could live in a body which I'm comfortable with, which I'm not ashamed of, which does not cause me discomfort. I'm no longer afraid to get into a car, into an accident, and then they will remove my clothes and find out, oh my gosh, he has a dick. I'm no longer afraid that that's gonna happen to me. And I don't know with you guys, but that's a big thing for me. I guess that's how gender dysphoria is, and that's unique. That's something unique to the transgender experience. Dysphoria, the feeling of intense discomfort with your biological body, and so that you go to great lengths to change your body, you spend lots of money, you even leave your family behind, you cut relationships so that you can focus on your goals because no one else would support you. Yes, that's what I did, and I'm happy. I feel like even though I have no material thing right now, but I feel really accomplished. I'm proud of myself. I am 30 years old, I'm not young. I have not accomplished much, but I feel like I've accomplished much because transitioning is something that not a lot of people go through. Transitioning is not easy. And I did it. I did it on my own. I did not ask for money from anyone. I'm a self-made transgender. Yeah, now I'm in law school. So I removed a great burden in my heart, and now I'm finally able to face new challenges in my life. So in a way, you can say that this is like my life beginning. I may be 30, but it feels like this is my 20, something like that.
I think for the lady boy here in Philippines, maybe it's not good, but I grab my opportunity to become a gay or lady boy.
No. It's a problem. It's a problem. Because the important thing is that it has to be natural and it has to be spontaneous. It has to be human.
We should prove to the world that we are more than our sexual orientation, and that what is between our ears and in our hearts matter more than what is between our legs.
Gays would really want to have sex with men.
Every night.
Yeah.
Yes, we do it every night. Yes, we're active every night.